That is definitely not something Koki wants to see, but smart play
Off
right
the
there.
flamethrower in the sun.
Extreme
This
speed, so
is
no
the death
protection.
of-
Extreme
the
speed
death
will
of-
connect with
oh,
Tyoga.
no!
Tyoga will go down.
What's up, guys? So I talked about in my last video about some of the Pokemon that I see that I think is going to be really fun to use in the upcoming 2020 season with Sword and Shield. Really stoked about it. I've had a couple people come to me and say that this video made them really excited for the new season as well. And what I'm going to do today is I've built a team with with the Pokemon from the current Galar decks that we know about. We'll see what gets released later on. And I'm going to be doing an exhibition match with my friend Cade. We're going to build our season 2020 teams from the existing Pokedex we have so far, and we're going to battle them together, and we're going to see who wins, just as a good best of 3 between the two of us. So I think let's go ahead and get into it. I'll show you guys the team. So this is the team we have right now. So I got Arcanine, of course, the top dog, baby. Eject button, because since it doesn't have the ability to switch in and out like Incineroar does with U-turn, I threw in the eject button to maybe like switch it in, take a hit, switch back out, switch it in, you know, that way I can kind of cycle Intimidates a little bit easier. Took a page out of Wolf Glick's Hitmontop book right there. And then of course, the main duo. Am I even SnoozeVGC? Am I even SnoozeVGC if I'm not using a rain team? This is the Pelipper that I used for my 2017 regional team in Utah. So I kept that. I don't see why I should change it. I thought about maybe instead of Wide Guard, Rain Dance, but I decided against it because there's quite a few spread moves so far that I've been able to put together with the information we have that may help. I tried a couple different items on my Ludicolo. I tried like Wide Lens, Mystic Water, Life Orb, but Assault Vest is what I landed on because I wanted Ludicolo to be a little bit more utility if I couldn't bring the rain. So being with the Assault Vest, it makes it a little bit more bulky. You can take a little bit more special attacks and be utility with Fake Out and do chip damage with Ice Beam and Energy Ball. When I can't bring the rain. It's also good for these last 2 mons, which I'll talk about. Bronzong, you're like, Choice Band Bronzong? Dude, this guy he's smoking something, and I'm telling you, you should get on it because it's good. Gyro Ball actually is really good with the Choice Band on Bronzong. It hits everything pretty neutral, and if you don't resist it, you're either dying or you're a 2-shot. I think the only things that really doesn't like 2-shot is if it's like mega resisted or things like Gigalith and Snorlax, you know, like super slow things. So Gyro Ball, it does big damage, does a lot. Explosion just is like, you know, maybe I switched it in and it's weak and it doesn't, maybe it's not going to live anyway, so just Explosion. Zen Hemet for stab, and Trick is actually really good. So people will try to set up, you know, in front of Bronzong, because what's it gonna do, you know? So sometimes I can trick my Choice Band onto them, and then they'll be stuck with what they have, you know. That I take away their berry, or I take away, you know, their Assault Vest, whatever they have, and it can just be a disruptor. It actually is really good, and it actually, I haven't been too disappointed with it, honestly. I wish it was a little bit more bulkier, like Ferrothorn, but I think Ferrothorn's typing is what really makes it great. Haxorus is the Life Orb. Ludicolo helps out Haxorus, you know, because I can Fake Out and Dragon Dance. I don't have Protect, mostly because I haven't really needed it. Either it's going to live or it's not going to live, and once I get a Dragon Dance up, I'm just going to be Earthquaking anyways, and like Poison Jab and Dragon Claw just trying to get damage off. So I haven't really needed it, but it's just a fast... It's just like a fast hard hitter. Has 97 base speed, which is actually pretty good so far with what we know about the Pokedex. And then this is the one that I'm praying I can make work. I want Slurpuff to work in this battle versus Cade, because I think Slurpuff is actually a really cool Pokemon, and it's kind of the opposite of Snorlax. where Snorlax wants to set up Belly Drum and be really slow for Trick Room, but Slurpuff wants to set up Belly Drum, eat its berry, have almost 300 speed, and just start freaking annihilating things with Drain Punch and Play Rough. Fighting and Fairy attacks are pretty good coverage. There isn't anything that I don't really hit for at least neutral, except for like Gengar. But even then, a Play Rough at +6 is enough to take out Gengar. So I'm really hoping that it works. I know this team has a couple weaknesses as I was going through my type charts, such like Poison. I also have like a Rock weakness, but I'm hoping that Ludicolo and Bronzong can help pick up the slack there. I've had to try to just like vegetate what my weaknesses depending on what I've seen from the Pokedex, but I think it's a pretty good team. Let me know what you guys think about the team. Tell me if you guys are excited for the next season and if you would want to do some exhibition matches. I'm totally down. But this is the team I'm going to use, and we'll see how I do in the battle. Later, guys.